poisoned me. And by the way, y'all done already so much. Y'all already Black Mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Just gave me the address. Right. But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal.
Kanye West has set the internet ablaze with shocking allegations aimed squarely at P. Diddy. Starting with enigmatic tweets and veiled accusations, it's escalated into a sprawling conspiracy narrative. Kanye's audacious assertion, Diddy's entangled in clandestine relationships with multiple rappers, purportedly engaging in undisclosed homosexual liaisons. Furthermore, Kanye discloses that Diddy isn't just a titan in the music industry, but a marionette manipulated by a clandestine cabal pulling the strings of Hollywood.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut about Michael.
Right. According to Yeah, Diddy functions as the guardian of this enigmatic assembly, purportedly directing mistreatment and taking advantage of budding talents under their directive. Unexpectedly, the storyline gains complexity as Kanye insinuates a dark association between Diddy and law enforcement, casually dropping the term Fed as though it's a gauntlet. This suggests the potential for Diddy to harbor clandestine ties to federal authorities. Yet, what drives these weighty allegations? The key rests within the ancestral tales of Diddy, notably delving into the enigmatic background of his father, Melvin Combs. Once revered as a hustler and a source of motivation for Diddy, Melvin Combs now takes on a pivotal role in the evolving narrative. Melvin's life story takes an unexpected turn towards the criminal underworld as he meets his end at 33 in a hail of bullets. His previously concealed connections to crime emerge, revealing him as an associate of the infamous crime lord Frank Lucas. The shocking revelation of Puff's father's involvement with law enforcement in 2014 adds a new dimension to the hip-hop magnate's tale. It's a tangled web of deceit and tragedy. Forced to divulge damning information, Melvin meets his tragic fate when his confessions are intercepted by the wrong parties. Gene Deal, a well-connected informant linked to the Combs clan, floats a provocative hypothesis. Diddy could have orchestrated Melvin's misfortune. This disclosure lays the groundwork for West's explosive allegations, insinuating a possible past of cooperation with law enforcement. Adding to the intrigue, Jaguar Wright enters the fray, alleging not only Diddy's involvement in grave offenses, but also hinting at a hidden facet of his sexuality. She alleges that he organized clandestine gatherings exclusive to men with homosexual inclinations, casting shadows over his personal affairs. Wright insinuates a pervasive culture of improper relationships within the music industry, hinting at artists being manipulated into satisfying the whims of their powerful mentors. Mark Curry, once a rapper himself, echoes these notions by revealing disquieting accounts of Diddy's alleged aggression and unsettling conduct. Curry claims to have seen Diddy tampering with women's drinks, revealing a disturbing aspect of the mogul hidden behind his charming demeanor.
Survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Mm-hmm. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died.
These revelations have thrown a veil of doubt over Diddy's carefully cultivated image in the public eye. Although he shares a deeply personal story about his father's death in a video confession, the timing raises questions. Is this an attempt to control the narrative, or is it a sincere disclosure? Kanye's suggestion of Diddy's connections to law enforcement adds layers to the story of his father, leading to speculation that Diddy might have cooperated with authorities against his own father, a claim that, if substantiated, could shed light on Kanye's bold accusations. As the controversy unfurls, a myriad of inquiries emerge. Are Diddy's ties to the secretive echelons of Hollywood genuine, or are they merely the fallout of celebrity rivalry? Is the hip-hop tycoon leading a dual existence, balancing his personas as a music luminary and a covert operative? As whispers of accusations encircle Diddy, enthusiasts have harbored lingering doubts regarding his ability to elude the clutches of justice despite a series of scandals that would have brought down lesser figures. These murmurs aren't merely fleeting. They're rooted in a chronicle of events where Diddy seems to have emerged untouched. Among the initial disputes to capture public attention was the uproar surrounding the City College stampede. Diddy spearheaded a star-studded basketball match and concert, but what began as a promising event spiraled into pandemonium, claiming 9 lives and injuring 29 others. Finger-pointing ensued, with much of the blame aimed squarely at Diddy for allegedly neglecting to ensure adequate security measures. This narrative was underscored in the comprehensive 67-page analysis dubbed "A Failure of Responsibility," unveiled by the administration of New York City's then-mayor, David Dinkins. Despite the incriminating discoveries, Diddy resolved numerous legal disputes with the families of the victims, culminating in the resolution of the final lawsuit in 2000. This trend persisted over the following years. Jump ahead to the Jake Robles shooting in 1995, a pivotal moment that altered Diddy's dynamic with Marion "Shoegay" Knight, co-founder of Death Row Records. A violent altercation outside an Atlanta nightclub resulted in the attack of Robles, a security guard. Diddy was accused of being responsible for Robles's tragic death and was linked to the occurrence with his group.
Yeah, I was there at that event. We did an event in Atlanta.
Was Wolf there?
Yes. It was a club. I forget the name of the club we was in. It was Platinum House, maybe? Palladium House, Platinum House. I think it was Platinum House. One of those two names, Platinum, Palladium House. Well, me and Puff was in a limousine waiting to go into the club. You know, just talking about, you know, the attitude, what type of attitude we're gonna have in the club. I can't even remember the conversation that me and Diddy had, but I know I was sitting in a limousine with him. Somebody came running out to the limousine, knocked on the door, saying, "Yo, your man is in the club, going crazy, your man is in the club." So me and Puff jumped out the limousine, boom, we get in the club. Next thing you know, Suge coming out, talking about, yo, this, that, and the other. Wolf come out, talking about this, that, and the other. I hear gunshots. You know what I mean? Next thing I know, there's this dude laying on the ground, Suge is in Puff's face, talking about, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get you, go to his man, shaking his man, don't worry about body.
Despite Diddy's persistent denial of any involvement, amidst the escalating feud between Death Row and Bad Boy, he skillfully dodged the anticipated legal repercussions. The 1999 shooting at Club New York further deepened the enigma surrounding Diddy. In the tumult of flying drinks, exchanged threats, and gunfire, Diddy found himself entangled in 4 weapons charges and allegations of coaxing his driver to claim ownership of the firearms. Surprisingly, Diddy emerged unscathed from the legal battle, absolved of all accusations. However, his protege, Jamal "Shine" Barrow, wasn't as fortunate, receiving a guilty verdict and a harsh sentence of 10 years behind bars. Repeated instances underscore a familiar trend. Diddy frequently becomes entangled in controversy, facing weighty accusations, yet manages to avoid substantial consequences. His clashes with J. Cole in 2013 and the purported altercation with Drake in 2014 further illuminated Diddy's tumultuous path, exposing a persistent inclination towards aggression. Despite the uproar, these episodes failed to yield any noteworthy legal repercussions for the music tycoon. Then, in 2015, the infamous UCLA incident, entailing a confrontation with the university's assistant football coach, Sal Alosi, underscored Diddy's volatile temperament.
Star Sean P. Diddy Combs is under arrest for a fight with a UCLA football coach. The actor, singer, and producer is accused of assault with a deadly weapon.
Despite rumors linking kettlebells to the altercation, the Los Angeles district attorney opted against pressing charges against Diddy. This situation prompts one to ponder. Does Diddy possess influential alliances shielding him from accountability? Speculation among fans has persistently hinted at the breadth of Diddy's connections, suggesting they may even reach into governmental realms, affording him a cloak of immunity from repercussions that ordinary individuals would undoubtedly encounter. Just when you thought the controversy surrounding Diddy had subsided, new claims against the hip-hop mogul indicate a concerning pattern of mistreatment towards women, putting doubt on his painstakingly constructed public persona. A series of legal battles and public declarations paint a troubling portrayal of Diddy's dealings with women, commencing with explosive allegations made by Gina Hewin in 2019. She detailed a troubling 5-year span of inappropriate behavior, claiming that Diddy would unfavorably liken her to Cassie, with those in his inner circle turning a blind eye to the misconduct. In 2023, the legal landscape was stirred anew as Cassie Ventura took her grievances to the federal court, initiating a lawsuit against Diddy. The allegations reverberated with claims of misconduct and intimidation, painting a concerning picture. Among the accusations, Cassie boldly stated that Diddy had gone as far as orchestrating the vandalism of Kid Cudi's vehicle, purportedly to hinder his romantic advances towards her. Despite Diddy's adamant denial of any wrongdoing, the dispute culminated in a confidential settlement between the two parties. As the dust settled, fans were left to speculate on the extent of the mogul's alleged transgressions.
New lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, bringing some serious claims against the music mogul, brought by his former longtime girlfriend.
The plot thickened when an enigmatic figure known only as Jane Doe filed a lawsuit against Diddy Daddy's house recordings and Bad Boy Entertainment. The legal saga stems from a troubling event in 2003 where the woman claims she was mistreated by Harve Pierre, the ex-president of Bad Boy and an accomplice at Diddy's Daddy's house studio in New York City. The lawsuit paints a grim picture of a nightmarish encounter involving intoxicants and violence, shocking and disgusting all who hear of it. As the scandal thickens, Diddy finds himself engulfed in a storm of varied accusations. One lawsuit alleges that Diddy, alongside singer-songwriter Aaron Hall, participated in mistreating an anonymous accuser and her friend in either 1990 or 1991. The unsettling specifics extend to a subsequent retaliatory misconduct days later, adding weight to the unfolding tale of Diddy's purported predatory actions amid the legal chaos.
Singer-songwriter activist Tiffany Red had been working with Cassie on an album when she first met Diddy and says that she witnessed him verbally abusing her friend. Following Cassie's settlement with Diddy, Red penned an open letter in Rolling Stone about her experience.
Tiffany Red, a Grammy-awarded singer-songwriter, publishes an open declaration supporting Cassie's claims. She shares her personal experience of encountering Diddy's verbally aggressive conduct and the unsettling gatherings where Cassie was purportedly coerced into engaging in activities with male staff members. In a startling twist, ex-contentious artist Mark Curry makes a shocking claim, alleging that Diddy tapped into Kim Porter's phone and resorted to physical violence, purportedly even causing her nose to be broken. Curry paints a dark picture of Diddy's demeanor, insinuating that the wiretapping reflects a troubled psyche and asserting that Diddy possesses the capacity to commit the grave offenses he stands accused of. The unsettling accounts of misconduct, reprisal, and deceit have prompted investigations into the true nature of Diddy's connections and his alleged unchecked power within the industry. As the controversy unravels, supporters are forced to grapple with the unsettling idea that behind the flashy facade of the hip-hop icon lurks a darker truth. Diddy finds himself under a shadow of accusations, casting doubt on his legacy and sparking speculation about the elusive grasp of justice. With the controversy surrounding the hip-hop tycoon intensifying, social media platforms buzz with the palpable tension of fans grappling with the unfolding drama. Supporters argue that he ought to be sent behind bars for his prior deeds, stressing the significance of making him answerable for the harm he inflicted on others. He needs to own up to his actions and accept the repercussions for how he treated the people who were affected. However, the plot thickens. It appears Diddy could be wading into some murky waters this time. A fresh legal battle has emerged, entangling both him and Cuba Gooding Jr., hinting at turbulent times ahead. Reports suggest that Diddy's alleged male victims are coming forth, unveiling unsettling accusations. One individual has initiated a new legal action, not only pointing fingers at Diddy for objectionable behavior, but also implicating a number of alleged accomplices.
Hip-hop mogul Sean Combs is being accused of sexual misconduct by a music producer. A federal lawsuit was filed Monday in Manhattan. It accuses Combs of repeated instances of unsolicited groping while working on an...
The assertion implies that Diddy had a hand in orchestrating a criminal network, complete with a slew of unconventional undertakings. Although the lawsuit keeps certain identities under wraps, the purported victim has singled out several personalities from the entertainment realm, such as Usher, Chris Brown, and Meek Mill, among a host of others. Surprisingly, even Diddy's offspring, Justin Combs, finds himself embroiled in this ongoing narrative. Cuba's sudden emergence catches many off guard, given his prolonged absence from the public eye. Known for his turbulent past and facing various accusations, Cuba's reemergence takes an unforeseen twist. Allegations surface, with photos purportedly showing him in Cuba, where he allegedly introduced someone and pressured them into certain actions, according to accusers. Meanwhile, in a surprising turn, young Miami finds herself entangled in a lawsuit suggesting her involvement in recruiting individuals, even family members, adding another layer to this already scandalous situation. Certainly, there's an abundance of details nestled within this parcel, so let's explore these particulars. Currently, Jones contends that Diddy, along with several other elements, plays a role. An important twist has surfaced in the unfolding Diddy saga, suggesting a potential decline for the erstwhile prominent figure. As the specter of RICO charges hovers ominously, Diddy seems poised at the edge of his industry tenure. Curiously, on the cusp of this legal storm, Diddy took a preemptive step to undermine one of his accusers by petitioning the court. He implored the judge to quash the civil case, asserting the accuser's dishonesty and painting himself as a casualty of contemporary culture. This was Diddy's 7th legal entanglement since November, and before the judge could even peek at his latest legal ploy, another complaint stormed in. This time, surprisingly, it wasn't started by another female accuser. Instead, it came from a male producer that worked on Diddy's most recent album, the Love album, Off the Grid. Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. filed the case in a federal court in New York on February 26th, commencing this new legal drama. Jones claims that between September 2022 and November 2023, he spent more than a year living and traveling with Diddy. Surprisingly, a quick peek at his Instagram indicates that his assertions might really have some merit. Rodney Jones claims in his legal complaint that during his time with Diddy, he accumulated numerous video and audio clips revealing Diddy, his high-profile associates, and employees engaging in unlawful behaviors.
All right, y'all, more drama for Diddy. This time he's back in the news for another case, but this time it involves a male employee. His music producer Lil Rod just filed a $30 million lawsuit against Diddy, saying that he was forced to do explicit acts with Diddy and his record company. What's even more disturbing about this is that he said that Diddy's son was also involved in some of the acts and that he was also in charge for the recruiting of workers. He said that Diddy called him to work on the album, and after he agreed, his life has been detrimentally impacted ever since. He even said that Diddy invited him to a yacht party on the Virgin Islands and that Cuba Gooding Jr. began to grope him at the party. Another disturbing part is that he said that Diddy forced him to work in the bathroom while he would shower. And then when he complained to the music executives about it, they said, "Oh, that just means that he likes you." Nonetheless, the case was filed today for $30 million.
Legal papers acquired by Billboard outline Jones's claims against Diddy, citing instances of unwelcome physical contact and efforts to embroil him in questionable dealings with other individuals. Reportedly, Diddy went as far as to offer Jones assurances of a Grammy for his production efforts, contingent upon his comprehension of implicit suggestions. Jones further mentioned Stevie J, who produced the Another Love album, and claimed that Stevie J had also tried to force him to attend the rumored sessions. Jones claimed that Diddy would give him instructions to look for particular people on the internet and then put pressure on him to complete things so that Diddy would be satisfied. Recalling an episode from February 2023, Jones stated he woke up in a bed with 2 staffers and Diddy, disoriented and without clothes. He believes Diddy may have added substances to his drink the night before, but the legal action doesn't stop there. It also exposes a number of powerful people, including high-ranking officials at a record label, who, according to Jones, encouraged Diddy's dubious actions. According to Jones's claim, several defendants worked together with Diddy in an enterprise he refers to as a RICO. RICO lawsuits usually target organized crime syndicates, and it seems like Diddy's accuser is saying that Diddy's business world is a perfect fit for this kind of case. He goes so far as to suggest that Diddy employed people to manage guns and illegal narcotics out of his Miami home, as well as to find laborers. Jones claims that Diddy and his friends used intimidation to restrict him from working in the music business and did not pay him for the work he did on the record. He claims that even though he recorded 9 tracks for the live album, he has not been paid yet. Additionally, alleged occurrences involving Diddy's close collaborator Cuba Gooding Jr. are mentioned in Jones's case. According to court records that TMZ was able to get, Janes claims that Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding on Diddy's yacht, whereupon Cuba allegedly started approaching him inappropriately and in a way that went beyond substantial bounds. As alleged proof, Jones even sent a picture of Cuba embracing him. Cuba has been the target of similar allegations previously. In 2019, several women came forward with allegations of his dubious actions. But this is the first time that another man has made claims.
2024 has claimed yet another life. Stay away from Sean Combs, P. Diddy, aka Brother Love. If you consider yourself a celebrity, Cuba Gooding Jr., you have been exposed. We heard that you was on that yacht with Diddy fondling and touching.
When Cuba was taken into custody after an altercation at a Times Square club in June 2019, he found himself in a dangerous predicament. He was charged for acting inappropriately towards a woman, but his legal issues didn't end there. There was another charge he needed to deal with. Luckily, he was able to escape going to jail by working out a plea agreement. However, 2 people who allege to be victims of Cuba have launched a fresh case against Diddy because of the Adult Survivors Act, which allowed Cassie to sue him in November of last year. In the interim, fresh photos have surfaced depicting Cuba mingling with Diddy at a party. These recent allegations have piqued interest in the reason behind their connection. As for Rodney Jones's recent lawsuit, Cuba has not yet commented on the accusations. However, Diddy's legal team reacted quickly, refuting all of the allegations and charging Rodney with being deceitful and driven by greed. Diddy's lawyer, Sean Hawley, told TMZ that Rodney is merely a fraudster looking for an unwarranted reward. Rodney's assertions, according to Hawley, are completely made up and unfounded in order to garner attention. But didn't Diddy treat Cassie in the same way? Diddy promptly denied any misconduct after she withdrew her complaint, accusing her of trying to extract money from him. But later, Cassie's attorney presented another account. It came out that Cassie was first approached by Diddy with an offer of money in exchange for her quiet. Cassie declined and went ahead with the case. Less than a day later, Diddy unexpectedly declared he was settling out of court with Cassie, reversing his previous position. Fans naturally began to speculate about this. They started to question if Diddy's high-profile position meant that settling meant admitting guilt. He should at the very least attempt to clear his record. When it comes to people trying to clear their reputation, there's news about a lawsuit involving Young Miami, who used to date Diddy. Rodney Jones claims that Carisha, Young Miami's real name, acted like Ghislaine Maxwell did for Diddy, supposedly bringing in people who didn't know what they were getting into. According to Jones, Diddy paid Young Miami and other people on a monthly basis for serving as his assistants. It was supposedly her responsibility to enlist more members, including some of her cousins, who tried to coerce Jones into becoming a part of Diddy's inner circle. Given that Rico is brought up in this complaint, it appears like Diddy is finally facing the penalties. It will be interesting to see how he tries to get out of this predicament. Fans' reactions to reading the 73-page lawsuit that Lil Rod filed against Diddy are as follows. Some are extremely troubled. They express shock and revulsion, calling Diddy's behavior demonic and drawing comparisons to R. Kelly's. Many are appreciative of the legal action being taken and want Diddy and everyone else connected to his illicit actions to face consequences. All things considered, Diddy's personal and professional lives have been severely shadowed by the accusations made against him. The allegations made against him depict a man who is far different from the charismatic music entrepreneur that many have adored, with charges ranging from coercive control and secret affairs to involvement in illegal operations and other things. Kanye West's shocking claims have triggered a series of legal battles and intense public attention on Diddy. With lawsuits mounting and people from his past stepping forward, both the hip-hop community and the general public are facing the difficult task of understanding a person who has been a significant cultural figure, but also controversial. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.